Here we go. Coach Stormy.
Oh.
You ready for this, T?
Mm-hmm.
Where my good sis at?
For you to be out by yourself, it ain't happening. Real talk. That's what the enemy would love to see me give up and you by yourself. And that ain't happening. I got your back. Just have mine. That's it. And I mean that. They want to see me quit, girl. They want to see my people out here with no leadership, girl. This is like for real. This is serious. Because if I quit, who gonna lead the people in the black community? Who got the voice and the energy like me? Girl, I ain't quitting, girl. That's what they want me to do. This is a plot for me to fold. And only thing that I know phones is closed. I ain't close the fold one. I'm not folding, girl. That's what this is, girl.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's what this is. For me to be reading this stuff, mad about stuff, man, I can't. How? Look at my life. How could I not think that this don't come with adversity, man? What am I supposed to do? Be mad and sad? I can't. And I know that there are people right now that's mad and I ain't sad. I'm only having a little energy with tears right now because I'm grateful. But I also want you to know you got to win. If it wasn't for you and a few other people, girl, I'm not going to lie. I want to do this. I need you to win. And I know you need my leadership. But me and you so good. You ain't never going to not have my leadership because I'm never leaving your life. Because I know you know what it is. I'm not leaving you. That's what the enemy want to hear. They want to see you out here by yourself. And I'm not going to be that girl. I'm not going to be that sister that give up on you or the people that know believe in me. Trust me. They want me to do that. I'm not doing it to y'all. And that's all. And I'm happy like it's a few of y'all that made me say, no, not on my watch. Y'all not going to be out here by yourself. Don't know what the hell to do. Now, when I know y'all got it, that's a different story. And that's why I need y'all to really be taking notes for it, getting it up in you so you know what to do. So when the pivot does happen one day, you like, I already know what to do. She gave me the whole place, so y'all can say what y'all want. Follow me. That's it. It's about the legacy is in the mind, man. So I just want you to know, I know what this is about, and I'm not going to fold, man. I'm just going to change my message because I know that I'm greater than just a check. Right. It ain't the money that you should be happy about with me. It's the mindset of who you become that should make you excited to work with Stormy Wellington. Not the money. The money is the last thing. You can get money anywhere. But who can help you become a woman? A woman, I'm not even married, but I can teach you how to be a wife. Because I've always been a wife. I just attracted my husband. And when the time comes, we will be. I just want you to know I'm not quitting. That's what I want you to know. I'm not going to be the girl that you be like, damn. And then I could quit right now and you'll understand. This will be the perfect time for me to say, Sheila, I'm passing the torch on to you. I quit. And you will understand. But guess what? I know that. And the enemy knows that. And you wouldn't even be mad. I'm not doing that to you. I'm not going to leave you until you get what I know you were supposed to get. I promise you that. That is my word to you. That is my word to you.
Okay. So to give some context, Coach Stormy took the world by storm during the pandemic. I want to say maybe it was mainly during the pandemic, right? Or was it like right before the pandemic? Around that time. But basically, she was one of the leading voices for, what was the name of that company? Do you remember the name of that company?
What is that? Like that tea joint?
Yeah,
I don't remember it. It's something tea, right? It was like
it was basic, but it ended up being like a multi-level marketing scam. And so what is happening with Coach Stormy is that a lot of people, the feds basically came down on her because she was basically selling false hopes. She was lying about the money that she was making to try and get people to sign up for this scam, essentially. And what I am realizing about Coach Stormy is Coach Stormy, like a lot of people online, have built like a cult-like following amongst their fan base. And it's unfortunate because a lot of the followers of whatever movement that they have is always like they prey on certain weaknesses and insecurities in said groups of people. And so I don't know. She's having a hard time processing this whole situation with the feds coming down on her. And she's trying to gaslight people into believing that, oh, this is just a trick of the enemy. Like the whole play that a lot of churches, feed into. And she's telling this woman, I'm not going to give up on you and I'm not going to do this. They want me to fail. And it's just like, girl, do you not really see what is happening and what is going on? Like, you don't need to pour into nobody else. Like, it's just too much. It's like, when is the gig up? When is the gig up?
I mean, again, like you said, when is it up? Everybody have their time, and her time is up. The time is up.
Yeah, she's been having a really hard time, and it's kind of hard to watch. My whole thing for her is she just needs to get off the internet. Like, just get off like, all weekend she just kept popping up in my algorithm crying, talking about the devil.
Hold on, what did Funky Diva say?
What did Funky say?
He basically said that she don't need to say nothing. All her people who basically had got money off of her, whatever she was selling, need to just come out and basically
Speak
say,
on
like,
her
I
behalf.
made right and show receipts.
Yeah, for real. Receipts. But the thing is that I don't think she has any. So she was basically telling these people that they should invest in her company or whatever MLM she has, because they're gonna make all this money. They're gonna be rich. They're gonna be millionaires. They gotta, But whenever you turn around, the money was not there. There was no money to be made. Excuse me. There was no money to be made. Classic said, is this happening amongst company? No, violation. Talk to me like this one-on-one. No, I think they were like in like garage or something. They were somewhere like in somebody's house. This is a little puffy in the chest to be wife lingo. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Respectfully, of course. Classic said, I don't like that platform built on content creators being right all the time. It becomes cultish real fast. Absolutely. And I could just tell based off of how she was talking to her, and that lady was just like sitting there listening. I wouldn't have been listening to that. Like, girl, she basically she's some of
the stuff that she was saying, as far as like her saying my husband, but then saying we ain't married, like you already you giving me false information.
Listen, that's the scam. Scam is built into everything she say, okay? Scam likely. But I think with her, I think she realizes that she might be on her. Well, I believe she is going to jail. I felt like this joint was a scam. Anytime I see an MLM, I know off the bat it's a scam, because most of the time they make their money by getting you to sign other people up.
Right.
And I remember in the city, like whenever we grew up in North Jersey, it was so many of these companies. I remember they used to come to the high school and get kids to sign up, like high school sign up to these MLMs. And it's like, they're playing into like that whole, the kid who kind of like, they want to make money for themselves, but they still under the leadership of their parents, like just real naive, And I remember me and Gerard had went to a meeting one time. And when we left out of that meeting, we was like, nah, we ain't doing it. But some people, they fall victim to it. They fall victim to MLMs for sure. Have you ever done one?
No.
Yeah.
Because that's like almost, I feel like that's almost like being it's fast money, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to work. They just want the fast money. And how she portrayed it to be, it was, you're going to make the money. You're going to make the money. You're going to make the money. But Funky even said like he made what, $1,200 here, $600 there. It wasn't really money that he really made.
Right. Yeah.
So
I never thought it to be. I personally never thought it to be.
Well,
yeah, it was basically like supplements. Like she was selling those weight loss supplements.
Yeah, see, I'm not doing that neither because she had surgery done.
That part.
So why am I going to buy something? I need to see. I need to see what you look like before. I need to know you. I need to live with your ass before. I need to know y'all having surgeries and y'all saying y'all making people to believe that y'all did the work.
Yeah,
All you
yeah.
had to do is drink this, and
Yeah. And she don't show no videos of her working out, but she show videos of her taking that stuff. So yeah. It's a lot of misleading going on, but that's why the feds they cracking down on her. They cracking down on her, and they need to get all of these people that was during the pandemic that was selling all of these false hopes. I think they need to get rid of all of them because it was a lot of money. I had this conversation not too long ago. It was a lot of money being pumped into the
that was, but Shakira, we can't knock her because that was the time where everybody had money. Everybody had money.
Yeah, everybody definitely
where
had
that money was going. It was just going all over the place.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real. But you know me, I'm scary as hell. I wasn't touching none of that shit. You know how you know how I get, girl. I'm like, wait, where you
listen, right? We said they gave it out to the right people. They gave it out to the right people.
Yeah, and then the government need to come on and sweep all their asses up. Because the money, because when you look at how the flow of money, and whenever you go into like economics like that, we still dealing with the fallout of all of that money being pumped into the economy. I mean, inflation is at an all-time high amongst other things that's happening. Yeah, it's expensive to live in the United States right now. It's very expensive. Like, luckily we're in a position to where we're able to afford it, but it's a lot of people who are struggling, and it's so sad. It's so sad.
Yeah.
Soft Rain said, I did Tupperware one time, but I only did it to keep the cost low. LOL. I like Tupperware. Me too. Me too. I just had over the weekend, I had just cleaned out one of my Tupperware drawers. That was a whole headache because shit was falling from everywhere. It was tops and bottoms, stuff that didn't match. Yeah. But I do love Tupperware too.